Honk.
What is up, Cobra Kai fans? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, hasn't it? I haven't done a stream in like a week or two. Well, I did one with Jacob, but you know, me doing one of my own, it's been a while. So welcome back. If you are new, make sure you're subscribed so you stay up to date all my live streams and all the stuff we do in the channel. We're going to talk about our season 5 predictions again because I feel each week there's always something new as I'm rewatching season 4, like, you know, regarding the show and what we could expect in season 5. And in a lot of my videos, you know, I've been bringing up new things, and I've started to realize there's so much more that's going to happen in season 5. Like, you know, I've got a lot of discussions coming up, but I want to talk to you as well about your predictions and just answer your questions because I haven't done that in a while. So we're streaming on Facebook, on the CKN Facebook page. I haven't done that in a while. And we're streaming on my Twitter, which is cool because I haven't done that in a while. Just want to say hi to you guys in the stream. I see loads of you regulars. What's up to all of you? Thanks. Guys, people say about my haircut. Thanks. Yeah, I got my haircut last month. I can't remember what exact day. I think it was before I went to Comic-Con. So, yeah, that was fun. So if you got your season 5 predictions, please comment them now and we can get started. Hope you all are having a great day, though, or had a great day. I had quite a decent day today, so I'm actually excited, you know, talking about all the stuff you guys are going to talk about. What's up, Cobra Kai Nerd? What is up, Cobra Kai World? Nancy. Miguel is the best. He definitely is. Danny J. Mars. Well, Miguel. What's up? What's up? Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Oh, what's up, Melanie? Trolls. I hope I said that right. Moises, what's up? How you doing, man? Thank you again for the donation. Daniel Russo scared when Mike Barnes returns. See, the thing is, let's talk about this because Mike Barnes is someone that, you know, Daniel feared at the time, but it doesn't make sense because he fought to the death with Chosen. I don't think he's going to fear Mike. I think that's going to make him more angry to see Mike because he was very angry with Silver. But, you know, Silver is someone that really got to Daniel, you know, again, like something that Kreese never even did, but Silver could get through to Daniel in a way that was not only making him realize that Cobra Kai was like, you know, it helped him, but it, you know, changed him. He was kind of getting more distant from Daniel. I mean, Mr. Miyagi. And you know what? When he sees Mike, I don't think he's gonna be like scared. I think he's just gonna be like, oh my god, this guy, like, can any more of these Cobra Kais like leave me alone? Like, it just gets annoying. So I think Daniel's just gonna lose his shit, in all honesty. But like, how do you feel about that, Moises? Because I don't know if he'll be scared. He might have a little bit of fear, but I honestly think he's gonna be like, just be like, why are you here? My theory is that Kreese gets beat in a jail fight. Johnny goes to the jail and sees Kreese on the ground. Oh. Well, I don't know how he would get in there and see Kreese like getting beaten up. But if he saw, like, if he visited Kreese, like how Kreese visited Robby and Juvie, and then, you know, Johnny spoke to Kreese, and, you know, he ended up seeing Kreese like bruises and, you know, bloodied and stuff. That'd be quite crazy. But, you know, I think that would be quite interesting to see. I think there will be a jail fight, but this time with Kreese, like we saw with in Juvie with Robby, Sean, and those guys. But I want to see one with Kreese now. It'd be quite interesting. TCP, Talking Cobra Poo, what's up, man? What's up, Talking Cobra Kai? How you doing, bro? It's good to see you, bro. Do you think Julie Pierce could go up against Mike Barnes? Well, again, Julie is you could say she is the best female karate student that we know of. And I think, yes, I am eating popcorn, by the way. If she was to fight Mike, that would be, it really depends what they're fighting for and where they are exactly. What's the motivation? Why would Julie be fighting Mike? Because they have no connection whatsoever. With Daniel, it's different, but yeah. It depends how crazy he's going to be in season 5. He might be a different guy. Or it could be worse. But we shall see. Cobra Kai, like your fearing Kenny recruiting Sean to Cobra Kai. Thanks, bro. Do you know, I last year when season 4 was coming out, I had this theory that Sean was going to be recruited by Robby into Cobra Kai. And then when that leak came out about a year ago now, February 2021, about this new character, Kenny, who we end up knowing it was him, or end up knowing that Dallas was in that video with Tanner, we knew he was going to basically be a very important character because, you know, him and Una O'Brien were introduced by Deadline and they confirmed they were going to be in season 4. And, like, you know, the whole stuff with Robby, I think many characters that interact with Robby mean they're somewhat of importance. Basically, I always thought Sean would be related to Kenny. I said this earlier because it made sense for the story and the fact that Robby is interacting with him. Like, I even said, what if that was Sean's house? And yeah, I'm just glad that they connected those guys because Sean and Kenny together are so different. It would be nice to see them come together. And obviously, how does Sean take the Robby stuff with him joining Cobra Kai? And when Sean's out of juvie, how's he going to see his brother? Like, is he happy with the confidence he's got now? Or is he kind of like, you know, disappointed? Because you could go two ways about it. What's up, Ben? How are you doing, bro? Good to see you. Z. What's up, RJ? Julie Pierce isn't needed. I think they definitely need to bring her in, man. I disagree. I think she definitely is needed. Because, like, when we go into season 6, you know, after season 5, what are they going to do? Like, they need to bring Julie. They could bring in so much for the Miyagi storyline. And, like, I want to see some stuff with her and Daniel. Just them teaching together. It'd be cool. Star-Lord. I think Daniel will be more scared of the chicken guy who egged him and Crook. The chicken guy. Oh, my God. It's the chicken man! Remember Toy Story 2? Ow. Mother F. Moises, thank you so much again. Legend. We haven't seen the praying mantis kicking Cobra Kai. Basically, we see Julie Pierce in season 5 or 6. Oh. The crane kick. I thought that was something related to the praying mantis, is it not? But, yeah, we'll see. I definitely want to see Julie in season 6. I think season 5 she might be at the end. You know, like how Chosen came at the end of season 4. That would be interesting. Bryce Productions. What's up, man? Do you think Terry gave the 50% to Mike the day Mike asked with him because Terry said you got your 50%? Get that in writing. Well, he never did because what we can assume is that the deal never happened because Cobra Kai ended up losing. So he's not going to have ownership of the dojos because the dojos ended up going extinct. And clearly Terry moved on from Cobra Kai because of the fact they didn't win that tournament with Mike. But my theory is that Terry's going to offer this 50% thing for real because they've won the tournament now without Mike. He's going to offer it to Mike, but he's going to say to Mike, I want your help running the dojos and you get your 50% like I promised you all those years ago. And that will be the way that Mike could come back to Cobra Kai, because there's no other way I see him honestly coming in. But I want to hear what you guys think about that. Yeah. What's up, Rocky Bub? Yeah, she deserves a comeback for sure. And the big three have made it very clear that the next Karate Kid's canon. So she could easily come in. Any of those guys, Dugan or Ned Randall, we'll see. It's just one of those things. I think there's another super chat. Wow. Chris Clouds. Thank you so much, Chris. So it's good to see you again. I would love to see Dennis played by William Christopher Ford in season 5. He's very long black hair and orange brothers. Yes. Remember the whole Snake and Dennis chemistry in Karate Kid 3. They could come back. I feel that Dennis could come back more so than Snake. Although Snake, he learned Cobra Kai through Silver, and he was even teaching Barnes and kind of helping him. I think Silver assigned Snake to Barnes when they were when he was in the bath. I think if William Christopher Ford came back, it would make sense. And I would like to see him maybe have his own dojo. There's the Locust Valley Karate, which Vidal was part of, and we saw that in season 4. The actual dojo was in the All Valley. So you never know if he's still around. I think someone from Karate Kid will return in season 5. So who? Well, yeah, Mike Barnes. It would be funny to see Freddy Fernandez, the man from the original film, because I want to see what he thinks of. How would Daniel feel if he saw him now, and just how would they interact? It'd be quite interesting, right? Russia, what's up? I wonder when Daniel and Chosen are teaching. I don't think they'll get into big arguments like Daniel and Johnny do, but I think with Chosen, it might be this an approach Chosen might take, and Daniel's like, okay. But then again, he respects Chosen, and he now understands the things that Chosen had previously stated and why he's teaching these things. He's going on offense, so he's definitely going to be lenient or less lenient because he's now more open-minded to the fact that he needs to include offense more often. He agreed with that when he spoke to Johnny, sometimes going on more on offense. But what you teach is not all bad. It's actually good as well. And, he even said it to Miyagi's gravestone, even if it means me going on offense. Bringing Chosen to the Valley is a very offensive move. It's like when Terry and Kreese were helping each other. It's like you need... And Kreese going to Silver, that was the same thing. Now Daniel's having his turn by bringing in Chosen. So, it really parallels the... it parallels that moment in the Karate Kid 3 a lot. Miguel and Sam will probably end things. I don't want them to do this thing where Miguel and Sam kind of break up again. But, with these young characters, they're still learning about themselves and, they're prioritizing themselves in some way. I don't really care so much about those relationships. There's bigger things. There's a bigger picture. And I think it's part of the journey, but I don't want them to constantly go back and forth. Like, Miguel and Tori get back together, and like Robby and Sam, it'd be kind of weird. Like, just let them be all friends cohesively. And if Sam and Miguel stay together, Robby and Tori, but they're all friends, that's a new thing, new friendships. What do you think of Johnny Miguel's character development in season 4? Well, I'll talk about this going into season 5. They've had so much character development together throughout all the seasons, but season 4 they only had a few moments. But they have that talk in episode 7, and then they've had moments together. But Johnny was scared that he was going to lose Miguel because how intrigued he was by Miyagi-Do, and that obviously worried Johnny, because he made a promise to Carmen. I wouldn't say there was none, but I would just say it wasn't as much as usual. But it was still great because season 5 is a big season for Johnny and Miguel, that relationship, and then obviously Robby as well. That's definitely important. Tori and Sam team up against a psychotic over-the-top rich girl. Oh my god, I like this. So, if Sam and Tori came together for this, they would immediately understand why they didn't like each other. But at the same time, they would go, this is like if they'd combined into one person. And I think deep down they would realize that without really saying it. But, it would probably humble them seeing someone like that. Because then they would want to stop this person. But if there's like a psychotic over-the-top rich girl in Cobra Kai and Silver brings her in, and then Tori's maybe he's left Cobra Kai at that point, and then she's trying to be friends with Sam, and this at the moment it's not working, but they might come together for this. If there's like a girl that's maybe better than them at both of them at fighting, but she poses such a threat because of Silver, that'd be quite. I like that theory. That's a good idea. Couldn't have said it better. It is going to be amazing. I totally think this is going to happen. Me and the Chosen One were saying most likely there will be a moment where there's going to be a bunch of thugs in Mexico that basically bring Miguel and Robby together. It could be Miguel's on his own and Robby catches up to him, and he basically tries to they try to fight Miguel, and Robby comes in and like helps him, and then immediately they start working together. Like they're thrown together in a situation like that. That would definitely bring up a sense of respect, and they haven't really spoken. Me and Jacob keep saying this. They're going to have a big discussion in season 5. They need to talk things out, because I think their beef is not so much about fighting. It's so much about just talking, because as much as they have fought each other and all this, like the talking's never been there. They've not really had a chance if you think about it. But I think this is plausible. It could happen another way, but this is very plausible. Thank you so much, Ibrahim. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Stay tuned. Do you think Chosen will fight Terry Silver? Yeah, I think season 5 they're going to do that. Season 6, like a lot of people have been saying, I think it will be where Daniel faces Silver finally. Because it just makes sense. I don't think Daniel Silver in season 5 is something you want to just throw in. I think that's something you save for like the end game type of thing. But I do expect a bigger fight. So even if they were to do Silver and Daniel in season 5, they could easily, make this a bigger fight in season 6, where maybe it's way worse. But if Chosen loses to Silver, maybe he shows mercy. Like Chosen could beat Silver, but he doesn't want to do the things that he did to Daniel. So he just he stops. And maybe Silver then catches him off guard and then does the Quicksilver. That would be quite shocking, but I'm expecting Silver to win, mainly for plot. But we know how great he is at fighting, but, we don't know how great he is against Chosen. If Miguel says Mexico doesn't come out with Johnny Cash's film Blue Beetle, I don't think that will be the case, because they've already finished season 5, filming, and season 6 they will probably film that, towards. It could be like later this year or maybe early 2023, because Blue Beetle he's currently filming, and that's going to take a few more months. But we don't know what else he's going to be doing. He'll be doing press for that and so much. but that film is out August 2023. So I think they would still be able to keep Miguel in. I don't think he's going to be in Mexico. I think they're going to bring him back. So I don't have any worries in that way. But Blue Beetle is going to be finished up in a few months, so filming won't be that much longer. I think there was a super chat. Was there? Moises, thank you so much again, man. Miguel and Eli, aka Hawk, beat Robby in the All Valley tournament. So basically, Dimitri beat Robby in the next All Valley. If we get another All Valley, it's going to be much bigger. It's going to be very different, I think. I don't think they're going to keep the same kind of rules they had prior. I think they need to change it up. I think it would be nice to see all of them get a W in some way. I mean, I don't want some characters going through this whole series without even one All Valley tournament win. Like Robby, he really needs to win one. You know, give one to Sam and all that stuff. That'll be cool. I think that would definitely be nice to see, you know, these two interact like more on screen, and we see that. But we don't know much about what Daniel knows of Julie, but I'm sure Nyagi would have told him about Julie. It would be nice. Okay. Do you think Miguel will fight Sean? I don't see why they would fight each other, but it would be a cool matchup just to see if Miguel can handle someone like Sean after what he's gone through with injuries. I mean, that'll be a big test, but we saw what he did to Robby. So, you know, I mean, he could easily injure Miguel because he's quite a brute when he fights. But, you know, Miguel took a beating from Kyler, but I think Sean would be worse to fight than Kyler. So it would be nice to see that, you know. But I think that would only happen if, you know, there was like a big fight with a lot of the Cobras and the Eagle Fangs and Miyagi-Dos fighting each other. I don't honestly think they're going to fight each other. They could have a little bit of a moment of tension, you know. I don't expect them to be on friendly when they see each other, but like I do expect some tension, but I don't want to see them fight. Because it's just like we've gone past all that stuff now. It's like seeing them fight is so... It just doesn't make sense for me because they've gone through all this stuff. Do they really need to fight each other again? Like, you know, it just gets worse, really. But I just think it's going to get better with the moment they just start to talk and understand each other better. Like I said, Miguel is going to understand Robby's arc from the start of Cobra Kai through to now based on what he experiences in Mexico. And Robby is going to understand Miguel all the way from the start and understand his arc with Johnny and everything because he's going to go through what Miguel did. So it's like Sam and Tori. They're going to understand each other more in season 5 because of that. But I think maybe they keep that more for Robby and Miguel because it really works well. But basically, they're going on each other's paths now. And then they're going to come back to the middle. And that's where they end the beef and come together. And then obviously come to get Johnny. He's in the middle there. Do you think anyone will join Cobra Kai, the main character, or new doppelgangers? I want to see, like, you know, I want to see versions of characters that maybe look similar to who we know, Robby, Miguel, Sam, Tori, but they're just basically mercenary type versions that Terry Silver has brought in, or just characters that don't have any sort of, you know, sympathy, or they don't want to, they're just here to get business done, you know. Would be cool. But I think there will be, I mean, I think Sean's joining Cobra Kai, like I think. I mean, there's this crazy theory going around that Sam is, but I don't think the direction of her character would benefit from that. I think they need to stick with what they're doing. But I mean, if she joined Cobra Kai, I just see that Cry Kid 3 Daniel storyline taking place. She's going on a dark path, but that doesn't mean she needs to join Cobra Kai. But she might just understand more of what it means, of what a Cobra Kai student is like. And she might actually understand that more because of the Eagle Fang stuff. But she doesn't like Cobra Kai. It would make no sense in a way. What's up, Jake? Haven't seen you in a while. Tristan, good to see you. Cobra Kai Talk, what's up? I thought this was going to happen in season 4, but I was totally wrong. Like, I thought Sean was going to fight Hawk because Kenny going, this guy so-and-so, they were going to jump him. I thought Sean might have been part of that, but no, I was completely wrong. I think in the future, maybe if Kenny wants to get back at Eli, he might go to Sean, or this guy was picking on me. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. Oh, that'll be interesting because I expect there to be a very big start. Like each start of the season for Cobra Kai gets bigger and bigger, Like the aftermath of the aftermath of season 2, start of season 3, the tone was so dark. Seeing Miguel in the hospital, you're like, wow, that happened. Seeing what Robby had to go through on the run, he's so young. Season 4, how that started with Silver, it was funny, but amazing. The whole let's begin with the training, with the team up with Johnny Daniel and their students. Yeah, I actually can imagine this as a good theory where Silver basically has a commercial promoting Cobra Kai. I can imagine Daniel watching that, and maybe he has the TV remote or he's on his phone, and he says, so this is the guy I'm talking about. And then Chosen's right next to him, and Chosen's like, who is this man? And then they obviously kind of speak more about it, and Daniel understands, gives more wisdom about Silver to Chosen, and then Chosen's like, we will stop him, this Cobra Kai isn't going to do anything to us. I can imagine Daniel showing that to Chosen, and Chosen might be like, this guy, the silver hair, might say a funny joke, but I think Chosen's gonna be an absolute badass. Good theory in Cobra Kai Nerd. If Tori learned, it's funny you said this because I have a video in the pipeline about Tori learning from Chosen as a mentor. As much as I want to see Julie mentor her based on what she's gone through, and if Tori loses her mum, then she can really understand Julie. Then I think Chosen wouldn't be so necessary to be a mentor. But right now, if we see Tori end up joining Miyagi-Do towards the end of the season, I think Chosen could teach her a thing or two. I mean, look at the way he is. Like, the way he went about the things with Daniel and the Karate Kid 2, he could provide a lot of wisdom and knowledge to Tori about how the fact he didn't like Daniel, it ruined him. And, maybe from his experience with Daniel, he can change Tori's viewpoint on Sam, and just to kind of not let the rival they have get out of control again. They need to understand each other, and I think Chosen will definitely be that man. He could definitely do that from now. Well, I'll tell you this, Leo Berenberg, I think it was Leo or Zach, one of the composers of Cobra Kai said a dream fight would be if Miguel, Sam, Tori, Hawk, and Robby fought Terry Silver. Because think about it, Terry Silver fighting those 5. I know it sounds crazy, but it would be balanced because he's very good at fighting, and these guys are younger. I mean, look at Robby fighting Johnny. Johnny beat him so easily. It just shows you the difference in the skill with the senseis and the younger characters. Even though they are getting better at fighting, the senseis are smarter in how they fight too. Oh my god, if we see Miguel and Terry, or even Miguel and Robby fight Terry because they see Johnny's injured or he beats the hell out of Johnny again, That would be pretty mad. But yeah, Terry's he would honestly hurt Miguel. But if Johnny or Daniel see Miguel get hurt, or Robby, they're gonna definitely fight him together. Miguel doesn't have to forgive Robby. Keep in mind, Robby never apologized. Well, I think Robby will apologize. He will forgive him. There's a lot for Miguel to say to Robby, like, I forgive you. I'm not gonna. It's kind of like the Sandman Spider-Man moment, in the third Spider-Man movie when Peter says, I forgive you. And, he didn't blame Sandman for it. Like, maybe when Miguel realizes the anger Robby had and all the stuff with Johnny, etc., and how it just blew over him, he might forgive him, like, I forgive you in the moment. You did something that you didn't feel that was right now. And he I think it will come full circle. And Robby never apologized. And he admitted he wasn't proud. So there is the chance. There's a chance for Robby to make amends and to apologize to Miguel, and Miguel for forgiving him. But we need to see how Miguel feels, because he might not be in the forgiving mood, or if anything, in Mexico, what he learns could teach him a thing or two about forgiveness. But yeah, I think there's going to be a moment where Miguel does forgive him, because it's just about that, It's about the morality, and these characters are so young, they're still learning. It's important. I have to talk about this. Apart from him going to Mexico, just him being around, how is he going to talk to the locals? If he's trying to find a place or trying to go somewhere, how is he going to speak to them? Like, he might be very stereotypical, and it'd be really funny. That would be funny. Just Johnny's a funny character. Yeah, I mean, I don't think she will, but there's so many people saying it. Like, there's a theory going around, and I don't think they need to go that route, So I agree. I don't think she will join. See, I think this is definitely something I can see happening. Tori goes to Daniel, Tori goes to Sam about the trophy, and she goes, Cherry Silver cheated. He bribed, and you beat me. Or maybe just like, Tori just says he cheated and the trophy's technically yours. Or it could just be that Tori gives her the trophy when she realizes that Terry was the fight was never fair. I think Daniel will also respect Tori, and that will be interesting, because remember how Amanda was at the start of season 3? She was so against Tori. Season 4, she's the opposite. She feels sorry for Tori once Kreese gave her the knowledge of what she was going through. I honestly think that Daniel will find out from Tori about the Terry stuff, and through Sam, maybe not directly, but he'll find out through Sam, and I think he'll say, Tori told you this? And that will be a moment where Daniel's going to be shocked to hear it from Sam, because Tori, but also he's going to be like, wow, like Tori actually told us this. That shows like she's not the crazy girl that we think she is. Like, just misunderstood, She doesn't want to be a bad person, just had bad luck, perhaps. I mean, Silver is, for plot as well, I think he could be the best fighter right now. But then again, it's kind of hard to say. I think Daniel would just about lose now to Silver, but I think in season 6 he's going to be better. He will beat him, because he's going to learn a lot from Chosen. Actually, do you know what? I wouldn't say Silver straight up. I'd say it's between Silver and Chosen. That's what I'll say. I also have a friend that's going to join me in a bit. You may know him from Jacob's channel. He's called Ray J. Oh, if you are spamming, I will block you, or I'll time you out, because you can't be doing that. It's unfair, because I'm trying to read people's questions. Season 5 will definitely be epic. Yes, definitely, man. I can see Tori going to Amanda about it. It would make sense if she goes to Amanda first rather than Sam, because Sam's going to be like so defeated with the loss and all that, and her headspace ain't going to be right. So I think she'll try and find Amanda. Then Amanda will actually, that makes more sense. Amanda finding or speaking to Sam and Daniel, and they might not believe her at first. They'll be like, "How do you know Tori saw this though? What if this is a trick?" But that's important. What I think the finale will be. Well, I think it's a big fight. I see Silver and Chosen fighting. I can see there being, I'm sure we will see Mike as well. Maybe there's a fight with Mike involved. I think we will see Julie teased. We will see by the end, Robby and Miguel coming together. Basically, all of Johnny Daniel's students and even Kreese. I think Kreese is going to team up with them to stop Silver because he's going to have gone through this like big journey in season 5 to go, wow, like I was actually wrong about a lot of things. And I think he needs that. He needs that, kind of needs to be humbled in a sense that would make him actually understand more about Johnny and Daniel because he's never truly understood Daniel. He's never even spoken to Daniel in a rich way. So, I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And, I think people like Stingray, as a few people are mentioning, I think he's going to either pay for what he's done, like live with the consequences, or he's going to actually help the good guys. Because right now, I think Stingray is actually a bit of an idiot. Like the fact he's so willing to go join Cobra Kai and doing this to arrest Kreese. I mean, just because he didn't let him back in the dojo. I mean, I know Kreese brought Silver on himself, and he does deserve to go to prison in some sense for all the stuff he's done in the past. But Stingray lied about the assault, which is not cool. So I don't know how people feel about that. But yeah, the season 5 finale. I mean, I think there'll be a lot of stuff going on with the young characters. I think there'll be a moment where, like, yeah, Daniel, Chosen, maybe Chosen just goes and fights Silver on his own. Johnny might fight Mike. I don't know. It's really hard to say. It's hard to say right now because with season 4, we know the tournament was going to be the last. Well, I thought the tournament was going to be the last 2 episodes, and it made a lot of sense. But now, like, yeah, I mean, there could be a big fight in the dojo. Maybe at Miyagi-Do, they have the big fight. It could be elsewhere. We shall see. It's very hard to say right now. I mean, I think we need to wait a little bit when season 5 has got some sort of promotion, some teasers and stuff. Because based on what Hayden said, that season 5 will basically be what if Daniel had lost in the Karate Kid 3, which is very dark. So, based off that, we could maybe say the ending of season 5 is darker, or there's hope at the end of the tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel is, Johnny, Daniel, all those guys coming together. And even Kreese, which probably they didn't expect. I think Amanda's going to suggest this because she was the one that had the nuclear option with, trying to get Kreese out of Cobra Kai. And I can definitely see a lot more happening further down the line where Amanda's like suggesting ideas that she probably wouldn't have wanted to, but it would work. Like the Kreese thing, that might be her idea. Let's get him out of prison based off what Tori tells her. And the fact he's gone missing, I mean, she's going to feel more suspicious of Silver. But honestly, I think Kreese is going to help them because it's going to get more crazy with Terry Silver, as you already know. Have I seen the Batman? Okay, I know this isn't Cobra Kai season 5, but yes, I have seen it twice now. Amazing. I mean, I loved it. Pattinson is the best version of Batman. Matt Reeves knows what he's doing. He's building this. He's building this universe so well that you can't fault him in what he's doing. And anybody that doesn't like Pattinson, that didn't like the Batman, go and rewatch it. Don't be so sure, because seriously, this film is so great. And I know some people might not like it. That's your opinion, but there's so much great about this film, and you don't notice it until the second watch. I mean, I noticed it from the first watch, but the second one, yeah. What's up, Jacob? How you doing, bro? The context is equally as strong. The nuance is strong with this one. Love it. Love it. I mean, yeah, the Batman was amazing. Cinematography, soundtrack, the acting by Pattinson, the Riddler, Catwoman. I mean, Jeffrey Wright's Gordon, the Watcher. I mean, if you didn't know, he played the Watcher in the What If series. He was great. I loved everything about the film, the vibe, the tone, the noir, everything, man. Chosen training Anthony. Yep, I've said this before. I made a video about this. Go check it out a few days ago. I think he's gonna teach. He's gonna teach, or he could teach Anthony a way of Miyagi-Do, which would stick out to him more because it's on offense, and I think the defense-only stuff is kind of like it. Probably when the fact he didn't learn wax on, wax off probably kind of prove he's not about defense. He's about offense. When he sees what Chosen does, I think he's gonna be like, I want to learn Miyagi-Do. And I think it'll be a nice way for them to interact. Plus, Chosen and Anthony mirrors very much of Miyagi and Daniel. You know, I like that idea of Chosen and Anthony. That'd be cool. Motor City Sean, I see you. What's up? Chosen one, nuanced one, fake Robby. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's funny, man. Yeah, that would honestly be, that'd be funny. Jacob, mate, you should pop in for a bit if you can. I'm bringing in RJ. Fake Miguel. Oh, man. That's funny, bro. Kenny will bully Anthony Russo. Yeah, I can see that happening, Agni boy. I think Anthony's friends are going to become Kenny's friends, and I think they're going to bully him now. The irony. I can definitely see that happening. Moises, Chosen can teach Eli, Hawk, and Dimitri pressure points. Oh, the Chosen Hawk theory. Some people have been saying about that before. I loved it, man. It was great. I think him teaching Hawk would be a very smart idea, and Eli and Dimitri would find him very badass. I think Miguel joining Cobra Kai, that's like some Anakin shit, you know, like when Robby joined Cobra Kai. I mean, yeah, I can imagine I can imagine the first thing you're saying, but I don't know about the second one. I don't want to see Miguel join Cobra Kai again, you know. And I just got to say, in the comments, I've been seeing one or two people coming in here just bashing actors and characters in the show. Like, let's not have that, right? Let's be, you know, firm but fair. Don't be slating actors of a character like Sam. Come on, man. None of that, because I've been timing out some people and blocking them because some of you are saying just things that aren't relevant or necessary. So if you keep doing that, you're gonna get timed out or blocked. So don't be a schmuck. Okay, how do I rank? It really depends. I can't for now. From now, I'd probably say, based on what they've gone through in season 4, I'd say Hawk, Robby, Miguel, Tori and Sam, because Tori won the tournament. And you got to think, I'm not talking about physical strength. I'm talking about mentally, if they're there. Right now, Hawk is the best at mentally being strong because he's won the tournament. He's got his confidence back. Robby is still confident. It's just that he's understood things. Miguel is kind of in, his mind is in another place. Sam's been so defeated. So I have to say she'd be the weakest right now. And then Tori above that because she's a champion. Could put Tori at third instead because she is a champion. But then you think about the luck she had with the ref. It's there. I think it's hard to say. It's still quite hard to say. I'm not definitive, but how do I rank each season? I would probably say, because I've watched season 4 a few times now, I would definitely say that season 4 is the best in some ways, but then I really like season 3. So I'd probably say 4-3-2-1. I seriously would, or 4-3-1-2. Probably say that. Agni Kai, I mean, no one's been abusing their power. I mean, you've been saying some stuff that's just a bit, just like chill out a little bit, yeah. We're just having a discussion here. No need to like get mad at people. Just chill a little bit, man. We're all here trying to discuss, but you just seem to be bashing characters and stuff. Just if you don't like a character, fair enough, but just think about the length you're going to. I just don't want people arguing. That's my point. Like, don't need to argue in the stream, man. We're just trying to discuss stuff. I only time you out or block people if they're just arguing with other viewers and they're just making things difficult. It's not a personal thing. You just got to understand where I'm coming from. My boy RJ's here. Look at this fool. Look at this motherfucker.
What's up?
What's up, man? We have quite
What's going on, man?
Stuff so we go through. Yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you're lagging like hell? Oh no, you're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Have you been reading the chat? Just like
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on as well. I mean, I'm just telling some people to chill out because we don't need to bash any characters.
Jesus, people, we're gonna be on the same side. Did Jacob and Shimoon Stream not teach you guys anything?
I can't wait to talk about the Sam Tori stuff because some people are very divided on that, but that's gonna be a fun one. But I definitely need to rewatch the show, like Jacob said, like to fully speak about it. But I don't get, man, why people still like doing all this stuff. It's like Robby and Miguel, man. I've seen people chill now since we did that discussion.
Yeah.
But come on, people. Like, exactly,
it's a fictional show. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, people. It's not that deep.
Exactly what Jacob just said. Just be respectful of each other. I'm not annoyed at people. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why certain people are arguing with each other. It's like, just chill.
Because I was watching earlier and I saw it, and people were just already arguing about Sam and Tori. I'm like, people,
God, I know these guys are. I know Sam and Tori have their shit, but come on, guys, you gotta understand that it's you just gotta understand the viewpoints. Don't be so one-sided. This show is not black and white. It's very much about perspective. Right. But you can't just apply the perspective to one character. It's multiple characters. If you don't like a character, surely the show has taught you to look in their shoes and not immediately judge them. Yeah. It's like if I met RJ and he did something like stupid and I judged him for it, but I didn't understand why he did it. That's my point. I should have actually looked into his viewpoint. Why did he do that? Ask him about it. Actually talk to him. Not just assume he's an asshole, you know? This is what the show is great. It tells you how to look at things. The collective,
These
thing.
It's so funny, man.
Man, I never get stuff like this in my chat, but you know what I mean. No,
because like you were like not
you.
even 2 minutes in. You were like just 2 minutes in, and people were already arguing about Sam and Tori.
Oh god, guys, we're talking about season 5 predictions, not the beef with Sam and Tori. Okay, save that for when I do the discussion with Jacob.
Jesus Christ, it ain't that.
I
deep,
mean,
man.
it isn't that deep.
We got a war going. I can't
listen. I know Sam. Okay, I know Sam was an annoying little woman in season 4, but I'm not gonna start bringing it up every stream, man. Just you gotta get over it. I mean, people are annoyed with Tori. Same thing. Get over it. It's a fictional show. Just enjoy the show and the film. I mean, the series for what it is. Jesus, bro.
Jacob said he wants to come in.
Jacob, we got.
He said he's having.
Where's...
Okay, hold on, I'll send him the link. Hold on,
I got him.
Okay, but it's like no, you were not even just 2 minutes in, bro.
I'll be honest, I wasn't focusing on that. I was trying to focus on the actual nuanced individuals who are, giving me predictions to actually discuss. Kenny and Anthony will fight. Yeah, I mean, I think the whole Kenny and Anthony stuff. I mean, I'm speaking to Kenny himself. Like, what do you think about Anthony next season?
Listen. Before Anthony eventually becomes my friend, which by series and everybody's gonna be friend. Well, except Silver. All the kids will be on good terms. I'll say that. Not everybody's gonna be friends, but I think that before Anthony, my conflict with Anthony resolves, I need to whoop Anthony's ass first a few more times. I need to whoop his ass because this man put milk in my locker.
Who is this? The chosen ones.
The chosen one, sir. Chosen
the
one.
Ones.
So someone
are you a variant of the chosen one, sir?
I think I can provide that.
I don't know. You might be a variant. I don't know what's going on.
Variant? Oh no. We do only the real McCoy up in this. We
fighting for this.
Fighting for this. Well, we're we're.
Oh, okay. We got another. I wanted to bring you in, Jacob, because like I was already bringing RJ in, but when you saw the chat, I was like, okay, I know Jacob.
This is a prime example of everything that we have been saying. And look, I'm just going to play devil's advocate here. I don't know how like my audio's sounding. I've got my mic plugged in.
You sound all great, bro. I can hear you loud and clear. Can you guys hear him loud and clear?
Pretty much. Hello to everyone in the chat, and make sure everyone smash the like button immediately to give this guy
and subscribe
for the like 100K.
Listen to these mother.
No. We're not getting 100K this year. We're getting it in like the next few months. Let's make sure we get in there.
Let's do it.
So to put the context and nuance into the situation, I completely understand everyone's lament for Tori, that she's a bit of a psycho. She goes around breaking into people's homes, trying to take people's faces off. But underneath all the bravado, there is a good, compelling character in there.
Exactly.
Then you've got Sam, who just going to play devil's advocate. Is for all intents and purposes a privileged Encino brat that knows nothing else in life other than everything being handed to her, and pretty much is at the center of every single bit of love drama in this show. That's objective.
Exactly.
That's non-disputable. She's a bit of a, I'm coming for you, bitch.
I want to tell you what's funny, right? But we were saying this.
All of that, there's a good character there.
We were saying this. Where Sam and Tori fans are coming together.
Is next season, this won't matter anymore. It's going to be resolved.
It's going to end.
It's
okay. Let it go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, look at if Miguel and Robby are coming together, that sets the paves the way for Sam and Tori to do the same. Because that's what the show's about. It's about characters growing. And these guys are young. People forget that. These characters are young. They're still trying to learn from themselves. They're trying to understand each other. Hence why they keep going from dojo to dojo, going from partner to partner. I know there's teenage drama, but that's what teenagers do. They do stupid shit like that, and you can't fault them for it. They're just kids at the end of the day. Yeah. They will learn from it. I mean, Miguel and Robby eventually going to be like, oh my God, all the stuff we went through, bro. We're idiots. Sam and Tori are going to be laughing at the shit in the future, or at least going,
it's a mess.
Look at Daniel and Johnny were able to joke about the OG film. Like,
exactly. I mean, this is like
Johnny respects the Crazy Kid
right here. This is Robby, Miguel, Kenny. Like, it's This is
Listen, we're very into Robby, Miguel, Kenny, and we're on a stream and we're talking about it. So shut the hell up, all of you guys talking about this and that about these these rivalries.
No, much love to all, but I think it's good to use this as a moment to like sort of understand that everyone's yeah, like I mean, there will always be, that's a good point. New drama will always resurface. That's a good point. And yeah, we were going for the Miguel Robby look. That's a good shout out to you for that. But yeah, like I think it's important to remember that these conversations, even when Sam and Tori come to the same page, you could have these conversations 50 years from now. Like it's hyperbolic fandom. Like it'll always be there long after the show is finished. So there will always be these conversations and discussions and arguments. So when you realize that, it's like, okay, you can find the middle ground and just go,
Just remember, it's a show, people. It's just a show.
Oh yeah.
It ain't that serious.
Agni Kaya, sounds like we could have a spin-off about you.
We got real world issues.
Man, that's what I'm trying to say, man. Like, there will be probably a Kyla and Miguel spin-off in the future, 30 years later.
Oh, I agree, Aaron. That's a great point. They don't all have to be. And when I say they come together, I'm not saying that they're there running through the meadow, singing Kumbaya, smacking each other on the ass with a towel. Like,
Yeah, we never said that, Aaron. We said, like, they can be, being friends doesn't mean you're being besties. They could be, like, acquaintances. They could be friends, not best friends. Not we love each other to bits. Not, like, best friends. Just understand, I never said that. I was saying they have respect for each other. That's the point.
Yeah.
But I think the respect will be more than, like, what Sean and Robby had with Miguel and Robby. Because they're so interconnected with Johnny. But I think the end of the fighting, especially with Sam and Tori, that has to just chill and come to an end. I just think you Sam and Tori fans that absolutely go at each other with... I'm not just saying for people in the stream, like collectively the fandom. You guys have got to understand, these girls are going to come together and eventually respect each other. So you guys have got to come together and respect each other too. So chill out.
Yeah. But also, like, we've got to, like, we can't let and just again to play devil's advocate here, like, we can't let our bias to a certain character blind us to, like, criticisms of our own favorite characters from another. Like, that's just the ability to see it from another. You just had, like, RJ's face on the
I love this.
So, I'll roll with it. So it's like,
now you're talking. I'll go back to this.
It's the it's weird in this kind of dynamic. It's and the thing is, we're having these conversations because that's a mark of how great this show is, that it's able to spark up these conversations about these characters, which are so like, as much as Cobra Kai can be quite bombastic and quite silly sometimes, especially with sometimes they overplay some things. More often than not, a lot of it's quite grounded and the characters are very real. And I think that's why the confrontation and discussion and argument is so strong, is because, maybe based on your own life experiences, you relate to a certain character, or what have you. So, for instance, with like the Sam and Tori thing, and we'll get more into like in the future, Shimon, that brilliant idea that we got. But, with Tori, like I used to think people who just worshipped Tori just basically simped for Peyton, but then you get the nuance that there's reasons why they root for Tori's character and why they relate to us, sort of like how I kind of defend Robby in that instance, or how we all relate to Miguel or Dimitri or even Kenny. There's parts of each character's story that I think we can all kind of identify with, and to sort of find that, and we're gonna get Kenny's ass out of that dojo at the end of season 5. You're coming home. You're not staying in that dojo.
You're coming home.
Get out of there.
Get out of there.
You and Sean, we're fighting for you. You're coming home back. You're coming with us. You're coming with us.
Oh man, I love this question. We need to discuss it because it's a good one for like season 5 predictions. So, what unexpected team ups do you want to see? I want to see Dimitri and Tori and Hawk and Robby. Okay, that's a big one. Tori and Sam, Hawk and Sam. What do you guys think?
Well, I think the obvious ones are Robby and Miguel and Sam and Tori. So potentially, what about things like Robby and Eli?
That's what I think.
There was a respect. There was a respect at the end. I mean, these guys are essentially two of the greatest fighters in the youngsters right now. So I would love. Oh my god, if they team up.
Incredible.
Oh.
And I was
Hey,
watching
Jacob
season 2
Bertrand
again
touched on
today,
it in an
man.
interview. I think he said like
Yeah.
unexpected team ups. I believe.
Exactly.
So.
And the thing is, like, if you
Men's
look at
Health magazine.
yeah, and if you look at like Hawk's arc, like
I
I was
covered
rewatching season 2 earlier on. You know the flashback that plays when like he's complaining to his mum about what he'll always become and that kind of stuff.
I'm never gonna stop making fun of me.
There's all that kind of stuff across the board. When you kind of look at it in perspective, like I know Miguel and Robby have their similarities, but Miguel and Robby and Eli, they're quite similar too. Very similar.
Yeah.
That's why when it came down to the final, they both knew each other's style better than the other. Like it's a great.
Dude, I love the way like the way Daniel was telling Eli at the time to you were in Cobra Kai longer than he was. Like you put him on offense, like just that style and approach. And then Robby knows this guy was in Cobra Kai. I learned defense, so I know how to out him in that way. But it's so balanced. It's just really fun. And honestly, I think you could say unexpected. How do you guys feel about? Because I like all these ideas, but what do you guys like about the idea of Kreese working with Daniel and Johnny?
I love it.
Well, my video coming out, like I think it would have probably come out about 7 minutes ago. I think what's going to happen is before Kreese inevitably joins them, like before, one thing the show does so well, before a character does a certain thing, they've got to go through something first. So before Chosen comes to help Daniel, they had to plant the seed of, what do you mean? Before he comes to the valley, before Robby fell to the dark side for all intents and purposes.
After the Nation Moises.
They had to plant the seed of it like a couple of seasons in advance for them to get to that stage. So before Kreese teams up with them, I think that there's going to be a bit of a civil war first. And because most of this season is going to be focused on reconciliation and catharsis.
Exactly.
I think RJ versus the Chosen One. Nah, man, we're fighting together, man. We're fighting.
I'm sorry,
together.
but there's some
weird stuff going on in the chat.
There's some comments that are making me roll.
No, we gotta ignore. The show goes on. The show goes on.
The show goes on.
But Jacob, you brought up a good point. And what I like about season 4, what they did with Kreese's character, and I don't like the idea that people said that he's sidelined. I disagree. I like that in season 4 that the scene where he's talking to Silver about how he saw Johnny with a black eye in the dojo after you kind of I'm not defending Kreese when I say this, but you kind of understand why he
paints it in a new light.
You see him in a new light after that. So I think that him teaming up with Johnny is inevitable. Because they have that dynamic and stuff. So I've said this before. I want him to train Miguel. We haven't gotten enough of Kreese and Miguel, and I think that because Kreese, he's interacted with Hawk, Tori, and Robby. It's time we like. Could you imagine where, let's say Miguel comes back, right? He's back with Johnny, but he wants a new kind of like new chapter in his life. And he goes to Kreese and he asks him for help and stuff like that. At first it doesn't work out, but then it eventually works out. That's what I like to see. Miguel and Kreese have that dynamic. That's what I want to see in season 5.
Add me to the show. I'm a Pakistani. We need a I mean, if Miss Marvel's gonna do it, why don't they do it in Cobra Kai?
An English guy in there.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't like the English representation they had of the one in season 2 of Johnny B.
I just gotta say, sweet watermelon. There are brown people in the show. The show's not racist. I think that's a bit on the nose.
The lead is.
I mean, Miguel is the freaking lead.
The lead is the lead is brown.
Oh my god. I'm having enough of this. There's a few people who have been saying the show's racist. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I hate that, dude. I hate that so
man.
much.
The show is not racist.
Is the person saying
there's so much diversity in this show? I mean,
is the person saying this white by any chance? Just want to throw out there.
I don't know, man. Sweet watermelon. I don't know if you're joking or you're serious, but
yeah, if you're not being satirical, take a step back. This is not the way. Like this is
not the way.
Frank, what's up, man?
This is not the way.
Young Brandon learns from Tori, becomes Tori's little brother. Oh my god! If he said, "Stop making me disgusting sandwiches," and then he just went on a roll.
Could you imagine if he gets involved in like the Kenny and Anthony beef, and it's just like another big show of events?
Definitely not Reptile Kai. 49er Jojo, thank you so much for the donation. I think Miguel's father will come to the valley with some cartel baddies, and after one will go around between Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai, something will happen where Silver and Kreese will be redeemed. Well, I can definitely see Miguel's father coming to the valley, but I don't know if they would do that. Honestly, I think maybe they save that for the following season.
Yeah,
But that's what if that's only if Miguel's father is a bigger deal. I think the whole cartel baddies thing, it will be like Fast and Furious with Braga if that happens.
some of you people in the chat, like
Thanos is right, man. I'm sorry. Thanos is right. He was right.
Like, honestly, sorry, yeah. No, this is why Scream 5 and the Batman address you lot, because you lot are weird. You are
Thank you.
Disturbing. Like, honestly, some of you are in the chat.
Jesus.
Sorry, but I never get this crazy stuff.
Somebody take a picture of that and put it on. Take a picture of that.
Go outside, you weirdos.
Jesus.
Christ almighty.
Oh my! Oh, please! I'm sorry, but if you're gonna say some, oh my god!
Oh god! I don't mean you specifically.
I'm sorry, mate. I don't know who the hell you are, but it's probably some weirdo on Facebook because some of these people I don't get.
Good lord, it's not that deep.
But if you're ironically, if you're calling me a coconut and you're calling this an Oreo, then you're
that's racist.
So
that's racist.
Coming from the person with the and his profile picture is about as default as you can get.
That? Don't be coming on my stream calling me a racist and you say something like that, you dickhead. That's funny, man. Sorry, but some of you need to honestly get a grip. This is ridiculous. Never had to be so like
oh man.
So like I never had to tell you guys. I mean, I feel sorry for my regular viewers and the people that are just actually discussing. Thank you.
Discussion.
This is funny, man. This is funny.
Jesus.
Okay, is there any more season 5 predictions? Because right now I'm just seeing a bunch of idiots.
Predictions, not weird comments.
Yeah. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Aaron. I appreciate that.
Aaron. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Nuanced individual. I like this guy.
You're the man, sir.
I know, snap.
You're the man. You're the man, dog.
Trophy Productions, what's up? They are great. They do some great
editing. Oh, dude, they're Walking Dead edits.
Is that a Rick Grimes?
Yeah, he does edits on YouTube. He does
Walking Dead edits. Some great stuff.
Coral. Shout out to you.
Is there any season 5 predictions you guys in particular want to like discuss? Because that's also why. That's the reason why I brought you on. Because we've been discussing them stuff.
We touched upon it earlier, but I think like the Civil War thing would be a good one to go with because like it's with the focus with Johnny, Miguel, Robby, Sam, and Tori kind of being forgiveness and reconciliation. I think that opens the door for Kreese to say to Tori, "Oh, Brumation, blah 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 blah, work as an inside man." And that basically kicks off a civil war first. You know how like season 3 basically started out with the expectation that Johnny and Daniel were going to get together at the start, and they did. They got together at the end. I mean, they broke up again in season 4, but they got together at the end of season 3, and I think that's how it could play out pretty much this season, where Kreese isn't going to be like, okay, I got to go and join Johnny and Daniel now. Like, no, like Kreese is going to probably take this as an opportunity to try and set like, yeah, you think you're Cobra Kai? No, I am. And with Mike Barnes in the mix, Mike Barnes will be the deciding factor of who wins that battle, and that will be Silver, and then Kreese will go to Daniel and Johnny. But I think that's where you'll see most of the fighting this season is that. Like, Chosen will be a big role, but I think that he'll be mostly more on the training aspect, getting Miyagi-Do back to tip-top shape. And the Cobra Kai, like, you'll see the early stages of Cobra Kai's downfall with the infighting.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Chosen's going to play a big part in season 5. I mean, people feel that he is going to take over the training in some aspect. I mean, Daniel, I don't think he's going to be so away from Miyagi-Do because he's not going to honor the bet with Silver because he knows he doesn't trust Silver one bit. Why would he honor it? So, I think, I mean, he's going to have so many interactions with characters that we already know. And I think, I just can't wait to see him interact with Johnny. Because, like, when Johnny sees someone like Chosen, he's going to be like, move out the way, Daniel. This guy is teaching me Miyagi-Do like you've never preached. And I think that's also a way for Johnny to really connect with Miyagi-Do's teachings, because like he might just think, yeah, there's defense only stuff, but he might find that relatability, like it's about offense with Miyagi-Do, but Daniel just cut that bit out because he didn't learn that from Miyagi. It's also like just Johnny giving more respect to Miyagi.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that Chosen Comes the Valley is already something I can't wait to see.
There's no better time. You've got Robby that accidentally, like, you know, all right, let's be objective. All right, he accidentally did it, but he almost killed someone. All right, okay, there you go. Got to be fair.
Miguel should not accept Robby's apologies. I don't think
that's the theme of the show.
I don't think the show is going to go this route, because then it's just going to contradict the arcs. Why would you give Miguel an arc that's going to make him understand Robby, and then give Robby an arc that's going to make him understand Miguel, and he doesn't do that? It just doesn't.
John Howard said it.
And what character are they bringing in that wanted to kill someone, that wanted forgiveness?
Mr. Chosen.
In just the recent season?
Exactly.
Bet with coward.
I can honestly hear
he needs to say that to Silver, bro.
Yeah, I think that as far as like predictions go for season 5, this is like the most hard to predict, because like, and that's what I like about season. It's kind of like with season 3, like we didn't know where it was going, and you know that's why I think season 5 and 3 at my excitement level is like up. Like I was excited for season 4, but season 5 I don't know where they're gonna go with the show. Like you the only thing that you could probably predict is like Miguel's gonna come home. Like he's gonna come home.
You can predict certain things based on things that have happened before, but like I think the reason season 4 most like of the predictions we got bang on is because it was very linear storytelling. But with season 5, it's quite open. There's a lot of ground to cover. There's a lot of characters.
There's so much.
A lot of setups.
So much to cover. We're getting near to that hour and 12 mark. I might give this a few more minutes, because I think we've been going on for a while, because there's been so many predictions we've already covered. But like with Terry Silver, we obviously know he's got so much to do with Cobra Kai. We know I think he's gonna expand it into like a brand. He wants to show it all over to the world. He's expanding in the valley. How do you think he's gonna go about that at the start of the season? Because some people, like I think Cobra Kai Nerd had the theory, which I want to bring up because it's really great, that he thinks the season's going to start off with a commercial of Silver, and I added to it saying I could imagine Daniel like watching that, and then he says to Chosen, "This is the guy I'm talking about," and obviously like Chosen.
And what does that give Daniel as well? That gives Daniel perspective on how his adverts affected Johnny in season 1.
Exactly.
Exactly that. Parallel. Yep.
Parallel.
Or if Johnny sees it as well, he'll be like, "Oh,
this show are amazing.
It's interesting not to see you on TV for once." He'll just, because I don't know.
Because dude, I would love that if Silver goes back to his Karate Kid 3 self, where he's always in the shadows, like he's Palpatine now. He's at the desk, and you barely see him. Like no one else is going to see him other than Mike, maybe some of the students. You won't even see much of him, even in the dojos. Like he'll be behind the scenes. You know what?
He's very much like he's a bit like Goblin as well, because he just suddenly switched, hiding in the shadows, hiding from who you truly are.
Oh yeah, that gave me chills watching that yesterday.
I'm just thinking, damn, Silver's just gonna get to them in so many ways. Johnny didn't actually tell Daniel about the fight he had with Silver, did he?
No, so he didn't mention it.
Yeah.
That is something I am looking forward to, because when Daniel finds out that Johnny had a fight with him,
I told you.
Yeah, he's gonna say I told you, but then also
they're gonna argue again.
I think he's gonna take it more seriously with the whole situation, because Johnny's like, this guy whooped my ass, and you know, he like kind of lost to Kreese as well, but Kreese kind of, you know, was kind of lucky, and then obviously Daniel saved him, but yeah, Silver whooped him.
Oh yeah, Silver
punched him in the trachea.
He may have got a few punches on Silver, but Silver put him on his ass, with ease.
It's actually insane. I mean, the fighting and all that stuff. Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. Sorry, sorry guys. I'm just having to block some people in streams and stuff. Come back, Jacob. Oh,
It's okay. It's all right.
I
I think I got Thanos snapped out. All this like negative energy corrupted my internet.
Leave it out by stream, people. I don't know why you
Keep it nuanced and balanced here, people.
Keep it PG
I'm
in the
just
chat, for
laughing, bro.
Christ's sake.
This is funny, man. I never get this kind of stuff in the. Silver kicked Johnny's ass, which we should have expected since Johnny was using that Miyagi shit. Wow.
And that's another thing. You know, like Johnny said, these geeks hide behind their computers and stuff. Like, that's another thing. Do people actually watch the show that they're claimed to be a fan of, or are they just watching it to reply?
Silver was behind the laptop, but look, he beat the hell out of Johnny.
Yeah. So Silver went and did what he needed to. You know, but man,
Johnny was like, "Oh man, can kick."
And then Miguel's like, "Who?"
Ooh.
Oh, and then the heartbreaking scene of "I love you too, Robby."
Oh god.
How do you? I need to ask you guys about this. How do you honestly feel about that moment? Because do you think they're going to go more into that with the way Miguel feels about Johnny, or do you think they're doing that so then he's vulnerable when he sees his father, and then we will understand how he truly feels about Johnny, or if he really cares about knowing his father?
I think that what they did with Johnny and Miguel, and for season 4, there was conflict, and they actually pushed the conflict farther than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like with the Daniel thing, jealousy and stuff, but they pushed it where Johnny was pushing Miguel away. He kept pressuring him like, we're gonna win, and like, are you on my side? And Miguel's like, I am on your side. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know, that scene was heartbreaking because the way Miguel said, like, I am on your side. Like, he just looks at him like,
yeah, his heart wasn't in it.
You want to give him a kid? You want to give him a hug or something?
Miguel would have
like,
never won because his heart just wasn't in the fight. Like, if your
Yeah.
heart's not in it,
he
you're
felt
not
like he
gonna
was
do it.
fighting. He felt like he was fighting for Johnny instead, fighting for himself.
Oh,
Yeah,
He was
know
telling
what
he
we
Sam,
were
saying,
saying
you know,
about
I think
him
Sam might
seeing
have a similar
himself.
arc to Daniel
You
because
know
she
what we
said
were
that she
saying
felt the
about
same
it?
way.
You know what we were saying about characters seeing it from other perspectives? He's already starting to see it from Robby's perspective because what's Robby's problem been? You know when he gets out of juvie and Daniel and Johnny are still bickering and he's like, seriously? You're still bickering? And in season 2, he says, you know, oh, he cares more about his rivalry with you than he does about me. That's what Miguel started to feel in the tournament.
exactly.
Yeah.
Again,
Felt that kind of
understanding
isolation.
him.
And that's what John Hurwood
Robby-
said. He kind of confirmed.
I love this show.
Robby just now understands Miguel and like why he cared so much with that relationship with Johnny, and
It's going to feel so satisfying.
he's going to see why he was so close to Johnny because Robby was now going to understand that he was the father to Robby.
That
No,
Miguel never had.
he was the father to Miguel that Robby always wanted, and I think he's now going to finally have that chance, which is sad he didn't get it all those years, but he is going to get it now, which I'm glad.
About time, but it's, you know, better late than never. You know, it's
Yeah.
And then Miguel, I mean, you know, time to bring our boy home, you know?
Aaron, I don't know if I'd be so sure about that because
Yeah, I think Carmen understands Robby.
I spoke to Vanessa and she literally said there's one thing she would love to see is Carmen with open arms saying, you know, like, I forgive you. I don't blame you about everything. I was upset, but, you know, she's the forgiving type. I can't imagine her
She's
being
just gonna make him a good meal. She's gonna make him a good meal.
She'll
so just
probably
come home, just
like
come
be
home.
with open arms.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna be all toxic about this. You had my son and all this rubbish. Like
You had my
she's
son.
gonna be. She's honestly
You
gonna
had
be
my
so
movie.
like. Maybe Yaya makes a joke. Say, is this the boy that kicked Miggy off the thing? Like, and
Yeah,
she'll
maybe
be like,
Yaya will give him some grief.
Yeah.
Yaya's definitely gonna say some funny stuff.
Jesus Christ.
I honestly don't know what.
Oh my
I
God.
think these people are from Twitter, bro. I don't know these people. Well, this is what happens when I promote my thing on
Reginald,
Facebook.
you tripping. Reginald, you are tripping. You
Reginald,
are tripping with
I've got
that
a bit of
comment.
advice for you. It's a classic. Close the laptop, go outside, and
Get some help,
fresh
son.
air.
Yes.
Oh my god!
It's like hearing Norman say, you know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
You know, I'm something of a scientist.
To myself.
Oh,
I haven't said it in like months. But yeah, like, I mean, you know, there's a lot of good stuff going forward for the show. And I think, you know, what would really disappoint me is when they bring all these characters together. And if it just, for the past 4 seasons, all the key story points have already gone right over people's heads. If it goes right over people's heads again, when it's literally in your face, like, come on, this is going to be a great season of reconciliation right here. It's
you know what, this is a season. Not only characters are going to reconcile, but we definitely will see a bunch of characters, or not a bunch of characters, a bunch of fans actually coming together, because it is a matter of time. Fans kind of stop.
The Spider-Man
the fandom is
like
very extreme. Like, some people need to chill.
I really hope that this season.
CKW. Oh, that's funny, bro. I'm sorry, but I'll be honest. I've some of these people that have entered today, they're people I've never seen before. I mean, some of the names are ridiculous as well. So you know that they.
Yeah, and there's probably some of them that are using alternate accounts. Like, if you got the time to do that,
Kai, don't you have a mother? Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, okay, mate. That's enough.
That's
Goodbye, mate.
Good.
Sorry, mate. I can't be having weird stuff like that in my chat.
God, leave, man.
Have some respect, son.
Like, if you're a teenager or a kid, then we like
Jesus
Christ.
Forgive it. I know we all know Peyton List is pretty and stuff, but don't be saying weird shit like that, man.
Yeah,
my God.
Like, and I just want to say, you know, these actors and actresses, they will get creeped out by comments like that. They won't think you're cool and want to, you know, have a little lunch.
Listen, if that's how you think you get women, then you are completely
They'll get a
wrong.
Restraining order on your ass.
Exactly. You know what? A girl like Peyton will probably strike first and beat you up for saying something stupid like that. Anyway, I'm predicting Mr. Diaz. It sounds like Crease.
Diaz, I love that.
And he's called Wesker. I love it. Yeah, we'll come off sympathetic at first, but we'll treat Miguel like a pawn before Johnny comes in and reconcile with him.
Yeah.
We don't know what his stance is, though. Miguel's father, is he going to play that, like, friend or foe? What's he going to do? Is he going to just be a goblin and act nice and then...
So it's such a huge plot point that I don't think they can resolve it in a couple of episodes. Like, it's got to be... This is why I kind of don't want him to find his dad, because it can't be done in a couple of episodes. Like, there's so much history there. It's like when Star-Lord in Guardians 2 found his real father, and then he went on that journey of, like, Yondu was...
Yeah, that was...
You know...
I agree with that. Because let's be honest, with the whole Miguel's dad stuff, they teased that a few times in the past. We didn't know when they were going to touch on it. Now they are. I want to see...
Unless they bring him in and set it up more.
In a way, Yondu
I do want to see him.
I do want to see him... Robby relationship.
I don't want to see him come in earlier, but I don't want them to rush it. I want them to introduce his father, you know, maybe episode 2, and we get so many episodes with that, what's going on, and then we obviously, with the whole Mexico stuff, how Miguel takes that in.
Yeah, that might take.
What is the conclusion with what his father will do in season 5? We're going to see him again. Are they going to continue the story into the next season? Are they going to leave it ambiguous? Like, we've got all these questions, but I think just introducing him and kind of going off the whole Johnny thing and the whole Robby situation is very important, because, like, Miguel's arc, like you said before, it's not determined by a trophy. It's really determined by his own will.
It's not by silverware.
Same with Robby. They're not built for trophies. These guys are built for bigger things, bigger purposes.
Yeah.
Bigger than maybe whatever Daniel and Johnny were built for, you know?
They're the evolution. We are what they grow beyond.
Yeah. And imagine their sons, Robby and Miguel's sons, they're going to have, or daughters, they're going to have a lot of different things. But, like, I think the Guardians too.
Maybe he could find his father, and his father says to him to just go. You know, it could be like that. It could be simple.
Yeah.
If he just says go, the shock in that will be, like, so extreme for Miguel. I think it would.
So, I mean, I
think he would feel forgiving to the whole.
Sure.
To his mum. I'm sorry, I went to Mexico. My dad is a douche. Yeah, you were right.
And we've all seen the thing, like, with the rip on Johnny's thing, right?
Yeah. I haven't brought it up. I haven't brought it up yet with everybody here.
Yes, I would like that.
I did see a rip, and I think that's not, you know, by mistake. That's definitely
maybe Robby and Johnny team up to get Miguel's ass out of there.
I think the crew members are doing this stuff on purpose. I'm sorry. I think the crew members are pulling a Sony with No Way Home. They're putting this stuff out on purpose now. It's not like last year where, you know.
Nah, they might be putting stuff out to miss it. Like, that could still be in the show. Obviously, they wouldn't go through all that effort for no reason. But maybe they're putting out some stuff for us to focus on that rather than the juicy, you know.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
That we're missing.
Because that's what they did. That's what they did with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But listen, if we see Spider-Man and Cobra Kai or Andrew Garfield come in,
oh, they should.
Dude, do you guys think he's going to show up in season 5? I think it's.
I love it.
I think season 6 makes more
Season
sense.
6.
Season 6,
Season
not
6.
season 5.
I think people are saying season 5, but like they don't understand the show's already been filmed, and sneaking in a cameo now would probably be.
It's not the right time.
hard to
Like
do.
you got to like time these things. I mean, I don't want to say
It's not the
who.
season for it.
You two will know who. Well, actually, no, I'll say. Like, once upon a time, Mr. Jacob said in season 2 of Cobra Kai, or before season 2 dropped, where's Mike Barnes and Terry Silver? Before Kreese was even fully brought into the Jesus Christ. Before Kreese
Oh my
was,
god!
even brought into the. Oh my good lord!
Sorry, mate, you're never coming back.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus. So it's all about timing with these things.
Where are
You
my
gotta really
mods?
swoop in at the right time.
If you're a mod and you see some weird comments, just time out or block. Simple.
Yeah,
Sorry,
mods.
Jacob,
If you see
continue.
something, then show no mercy.
Jesus.
I think that's the cap. I don't think Barnes is going to do that to Chosen, man.
Nah, Chosen's a better fighter than Barnes now.
No.
Let's not get it twisted.
Oh no,
Barnes
sorry,
is
but
cool, but
Chosen would
Chosen-
absolutely smack
Chosen
the
would
hell out.
destroy Mike Barnes.
Yeah, let's be real. Let's be real.
Chosen would decimate pretty much every fighter on this show besides Silver.
I think Andrew could
Yeah.
play. He could be someone like that. He could be related to LaRusso. I would like to see him involved in a way that really gets the plot going.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shabu. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I saw that. That's funny. You guys are funny, man. These guys some of you in the chat. I'm not everyone's been weird, but like just some of you are making me crack up today. And there's people who's just like, get some help, you know.
Yeah, but it's all about context. Like the reason he beat Daniel is because they nerfed Daniel for it to happen. They made Daniel a punk.
My man, do you understand plot armor and nerfing and power scaling, my guy? Because
Like, this is another thing that fans need to be worried about. Like, I'll use this example. Qui-Gon Jinn is a stronger and better lightsaber wielder and
I knew it.
than Darth Maul. But Darth Maul kills Qui-Gon. Does that
Yeah,
mean
little
Darth Maul's
little
better?
hit.
No. It just means the story at that time needed Qui-Gon to die to progress the story. So that example, instill that context and put that nuance in there, and you'll see why some things happen the way they happen. You know, it's not always about power level like some anime, stuff.
I actually think I love this idea. If Chosen goes in and he just goes, he just says something to Sam and Tori, they're like bickering. He's like, ah! he just goes, stop this. Like he just says something to like scare the hell out of them. They actually like calm down. That'd be funny, man.
Somebody said, "Is that the kid who plays Kitty?" Yes, it is.
Kenny's grown up.
It is. It is.
Kenny is. Yes, this is Kenny.
I'm joking. This ain't Dallas Young. This is his brother.
Some random dude. We just found him on the street somewhere. I was found on the street too somewhere, so I can't.
He's Kenny in season 8.
Daniel was nerfed. You don't go from a fight to the death to being harassed by a 90s jock bully. Like he was in a fight to the death.
Exactly.
Like, he would have been killed.
Yeah,
There's
dude,
a reason
come
why
on, man.
Robby was able to destroy the dojo in season 4, episode 1, because he had a real world fight in juvie. Like it's
Exactly.
Real world
He
fight
was
trumps
fighting like
anything.
4 or 5 dudes.
A real world fight trumps any pre-planned rule fight. It's just basic law. Because there's no rules.
They
Anything
had to
goes.
make Daniel a punk for Barnes to even be on that
And
level.
Daniel didn't really fight much in the real world. He was just great in the tournament
No.
setting.
And
When it
it's not
came to
the
real
downplay Mike
fights,
Barnes.
only now he's good.
And
And
also,
Mike Barnes
Chosen
is
is
still
about
that
that
dude.
life.
I don't know who this is. Austin Old. But
And not to downplay Mike Barnes, he's still that dude. It's just, in the context of story, like they even said it themselves. It should have gone Johnny, Mike, Chosen, but that's why season 3 with Sam's arc, it made Karate Kid 3 look better.
oh yeah, definitely.
Because a fight to the death, Agni Kai, it's not about strength; it's about survival instinct.
I don't know why this whole Barnes thing is becoming a debate, because it's pretty straightforward. Chosen is just going to be better better than Barnes. I mean,
Wow.
Crikey 3 had a messy plot with the stuff with Barnes because
Yeah, even Ralph Macchio said it himself.
Ralph Macchio said he hated it. He said he obviously didn't like that. So it doesn't make any sense. But
yeah,
it
like,
is what it
that's
is, and now they're
irrelevant.
rectifying
we're,
it.
You know, we're talking about season 5 predictions. That's irrelevant to what we're, to what Shamoon's doing here.
But no, yeah, I think we'll end it there because we got some. We've answered so much, and like, there's not really many
Make sure you
predictions.
smash the like button on this this beautiful man's stream right here. Smash the like button immediately.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys popped in for a bit. I know it wasn't that long, but it was nice to see you guys in, talk to some actual nuanced individuals, and it's always fun bringing you guys on. But yeah, guys, if you are new, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and I will be doing a stream very soon with Jacob. This guy right here, the chosen once,
Robby.
Chosen once.
Robby, English Miguel. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Crease and Silver soon, but the Sam and Tori stuff will come because I know that stream's gonna be. Really
please
funny.
cover that, man.
We will, because I really want to talk to a lot of you about that because I don't think I've really ever gone into great detail, but you guys will be entertained because come on, there's going to be a lot. It's going to be
fun. It's going to be fun. Remember, it's all fun, people. It's all just conversation and discussion. Just a show.
We have real world issues going on right now.
Real world issues. Don't take it so seriously. We're all just having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's about.
Don't forget, guys.
Did you like having your arm broken, Dimitri? Because if you defend like that, you're going to be right back in that cast before you know it.